Oops. For the next one, they don't have the totals, and that's why I wrote it down here so we could get the totals.
Oh yeah, I think I had did that too.
Unless they're not asking. Yeah, they're asking probability, so I guess we need the totals.
Still 41.
Okay. So for this one, we needed the totals. They might have given us enough, but I thought we better. Wait, it said 651. I must have added something wrong. Right there. Okay, that's better. If a randomly selected adult who participated in the study, compute the probability it's a Republican. So how would we find that?
Alright.
How many
Yeah. I'm sorry.
how many Republicans are there?
Total is 186.
Yep. And so if we're going to pull from all 651, then there's a possibility of 186 out of the 651.
So divide the 186
Mhm.
over.
Yep. So you always divide by the total. The times you don't is when they have a given part, but it's
Okay.
almost always the total.
And 285. Well,
And then,
6. Okay.
yeah.
And then the total is 71. So 71 over 65, 651.
Uh-huh. Well, it was 186 over 651, but they want the decimal.
Yeah, I'm on number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. So better. Yes, 21. Wait, better. 71 over 651. Yes.
Yeah.
Now this line here, that means given. So the probability it's better given it's Republican.
This is where I get so would they be 71 or better?
Sorry, that's better. Let me look at it one more time. I forget what it was. I didn't like how blurry this looked. Okay, so the probability better given Republican. So we're only using the row for the Republican
Okay.
because that's the part that's given. So then, did you say 38 out of
38.
186?
38.
Of course, well, they want the decimal.
Yeah, I got 12.204.
Yep. Okay, so how about the next one then? Probability Republican given better.
That would be the 186 over 38. Wait,
No.
no, one.
Look where the given part is first. So because it's better, we're only using this column.
Yeah.
So the probability of a Republican divided by the total in that column.
So it's still 38.
It's 38 divided by what number?
71.
Yes. Because better was given, we only use that column. We ignore everything else.
Okay.
And then Republican is 38 out of the 71.
Okay, 2535.
Yep.
Okay.
Now this one isn't given. It's Republican and better. So again, you're using the total. So however many Republican and better there are divided by your total.
So 38 over the 651?
There you go. Yep.
Oh, five. Okay. So should a table be made for this?
Let's see. Can we make a table? Suppose a math. Yeah, I think we could.
And
Oh, math.
26.
Yeah, we could make that in a table. No, let's see. Speak Spanish and do not, and there's male and female. So which ones would you want to put across and which down? It doesn't really
Spanish
matter.
across
Okay.
and don't down.
Okay. Suppose a math class has 26 students.
So 6 speak Spanish on the female.
So 6 of whom speak Spanish. 14 female, yeah. So 6 speak Spanish. And we know
So
there's
8 of them
for a total of 14. Yep.
13.
of the 12
male
male.
for the male who speaks Spanish. And it's 12 total down. So 10 don't.
And 14 and
So
12
8,
gives us the total.
that's 8 and 18. For the probably language that the speak Spanish, given that the student is female. So that'll be 6 over 8?
No,
No,
S-
6 over
you-
14.
yes, you were right with sticking with that column, but you
Okay.
want to use the total. So 6 over 14. It won't answer. At least, okay, so 2 or more decimal places.
What's the probability that a randomly selected student does not speak Spanish given that the student is female? Does not speak Spanish given that the student is female? So that one is 10 over 12.
Yeah, nice.
This is a person. This is a Spanish speaking student female. So 2 over 26.
No,
Okay.
because it's the wording. What percent of Spanish speaking students are male? So we are given they're Spanish speaking.
Okay.
What's the
So 2 over
probability they're male?
12.
Okay, we're given they speak Spanish, so in this case, we're going across.
Yes. 2.
So then 2 out of the 8.
Out of the 8. Okay.
Yeah. That's a little tricky when they're written like that.
I'm trying to understand. What percent of Spanish students are not? Okay. I get it now.
How about the last one?
Okay. If someone does not speak Spanish, where's the probability they are female? Oh, that wording. My. If someone does not speak Spanish, where's the probability they are female? So 8 divided by 18.
Yeah. Because we know they don't speak Spanish, so we're only using that row. So 8 out of the 18. Okay, or you wanted to look over the next group, right?
Oh, okay.
right? The second chapter, the last part of chapter 3. Or did you want to try those first?
Let me just make sure
Okay.
I'm not able to go in for some reason. Sometimes I have trouble, sorry, navigating through. 'Cause, this-
Oh
I
yeah,
guess
because
it's, go ahead, I'm sorry.
you want to go through either what's it called? The modules, like the home screen, if you click on that,
Mm-hmm.
or you could click on I think it's called assignments.
Okay, that's where I'm at, assignment.
Okay. Yeah. See, I have to go through my open math to open them, but you need to go through Canvas to open them.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So that's the 15 questions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
15.
probably yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to go with these.
Yeah, it was chapter 3 probability
Yeah,
concepts simple
yeah,
complement.
that's where I'm at. Send the value. What is that? Where? No, what is that?
The square root of 2.
It is a square
Um,
root, so I was right. Oh, okay.
the reason it cannot be a probability, your probability is always between and including 0 and 1. The square root of 2 is 1 point something, 1.414, I think.
I'm correct. Sorry, can you say that again?
Hmm.
Why?
So
Um,
the square root of 2 is 1.414. A probability has to be between 0 and 1. So whenever you're finding a probability, it cannot be negative and it cannot be greater than 1.
okay. Phenomena is observed many times done by identical situation occurring. In particular, a curve is recorded with the person represent.
What they're just saying here is if you toss the coin over and over and over and over again, the probability of getting a heads, the more you do it, when you're finding that, it's just called the probability. I don't, I don't know why they put this question in here. I mean, you didn't even learn correlation and variance yet. That's and distribution. They're all in later chapters. Um, yeah, it's just probability.
Special deck card has 68 cards and 5 set cards. The cards are numbered species. The cards are well shuffled and randomly draw one card. So is this out of the 52 cards deck, even though it's a special deck?
Right. This is a special deck, so it's not out of 52 cards. There's
Okay.
only 11.
Wow. Very special.
Yeah. And so when you're finding how many elements are in this, yeah, the sample space, you take the first, how many elements are, well, shuffle cards, randomly draw one card. Okay, so we have red cards and an even number. Okay. Because we're only doing one thing, you want to look at all the possibilities. So if I threw all the cards in a bag,
Mm-hmm.
there's 6 red and 5 black, so there's 11 cards. So my sample space is 11 cards.
Oh.
Now, when we get to doing two separate things, then you see how many outcomes there are for both and multiply them together. But in this case, since we're only pulling one out, there's 11 in our sample.
Okay. The next one, would that be 5 divided by 11?
Probability even. 1, 2, 3. Um, the probability is of E is just that it's even,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only one. Oh, there is 5, 3, 4, 5. I missed the 6. Yes, so it would be 5 divided by 11, and they want it written
That's
2 decimal places.
0.45. Okay, so this one would be 10 cards.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So the sample space is 10.
And the card time is the out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So 9
Yep.
is the sample space.
Mm-hmm.
And then card time, number. So 4 out of 9. 4 out of 9.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. You made that seem so easy. Thank you. Suppose you roll a special 39 sided die. What's the probability that one of the following numbers is raised? 6 out of the 39?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. So I have to go through and find the ones that equal 8.
Yep. Like this first one, the largest is 6 plus 1, which is 7, so none of them add up to 8. Then this one, 5 and 2 is 7, so nothing from here up,
Bottom.
this one.
So the
Like
third
they go on a
bottom.
diagonal.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, I guess there could, let's see, 6 and yeah, this one's 8, and the rest are not. This one's 8, and the rest are not. So yeah, it's one in each row other than the first.
And at the bottom one's 9, 10. Okay, I see it. It's me by the starting from the second row.
Yep. Right, because the first one, the largest is adds up to 7.
Right. So starting from the second row going up diagonally.
Right. The second column, but yeah. So like 6 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 3 plus 5, and 2 plus 6. So there'd be 5 of them.
And I don't know the total. Are we counting
Okay.
both
Yeah, the
dies?
total. Okay. So because they're rolling 2 die, the first die has 6 possibilities and the second one has 6. 6 times 6 is 36
36.
outcomes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 5 out of 36.
Yep.
Giving a test to a group of students, the grades and gender are summarized. One student is chosen at random. So we need to get the total.
Mm-hmm. But since there's only one question, we could just add the total.
Maybe 56.
Total's 56, yep. And then what are we dividing by?
The 7 plus the 9, making
Yep.
16. So
Mm-hmm.
16 out of the 56.
Mm-hmm. You said 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Yeah, that's strange that they put this one here because it was in the other group.
Yeah, it's tripped me up again. Making sure I'm awake, I guess.
Let's see.
So first the total is 516.
Mm-hmm.
Find the probability that a person trigger and quickly so that would be 115 over 516.
Yep. Oh, I didn't push the button on that one. And you got 0.2229.
Yeah. You can spend a minute to find the probability of getting the following number after each day. Multiple of 30.
So it needs to be divisible by 3.
So is that the 369, so,
Mm-hmm.
so
And they want the reduced fraction.
that 4 over the 12, but reduced it would be over 12.
Now, on the calculator, when you have to do that, why it was so dark. 4 divided by 12. There's a key here, math, and it highlights fraction. If you hit enter twice, it reduces it.
Wow. Okay, you saw that.
Yeah, it's a nice one, especially when there's, I don't remember what section it was, but some of the fractions were really large and they wanted them reduced. And that was a nice little way of doing it. I mean, this one's not too bad, but some of them.
Can you show me again, please?
Uh-huh. So if we do 4 divided by 12 and hit enter, we have our decimal. Then over here where the math is, push math. Fractions already highlighted, and then you hit enter twice.
Okay, there you go. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
6 or 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be 2 over
Yep.
the 12.
Mm-hmm.
5 is in the middle. Mm-hmm. That's 9. Interstate. 1 over 6.
Yep.
Multiple of 4. Does that include the 2 though?
A multiple of 4, no,
No.
because
So
4 doesn't divide into 2.
whatever 4 divided. So just 4, 8, 12.
Yep.
Okay.
1/4.
Yes, 1 over 4,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah.
ABC Airlines reports 93.9 of its flights arrive on time. What? Okay. This is called the complement.
Okay.
If we know the probability of A, the probability of not A is 1 minus the probability of A. So if we know flights are on time 93.9% of the time, the probability not on time equals 1 minus the probability on time. Now you do have to write it as a decimal.
So we have the 0.939.
Mm-hmm.
So
So when we subtract that, we get 0.061, and then we multiply it by 100 because they wanted the percent.
Okay. All right, so for the next one, it's 1 minus 0.485.
Mm-hmm. And then multiply by 100 to get it back to a percent.
So 0.515. 51.5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they just keep switching it around. The original one was kind of starting off. Okay, so you can see
If Marilyn Lowe had an affair with JFK, 250, yes, 307, no.
557 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So 307 over 557.
Person does not believe Marilyn Monroe. So, yeah, 307.
Yeah.
307 divided. Yeah. They made it seem like it was going to be a trick question, but it wasn't.
I got 0.551.
Yep.
Wow. You like sped through that.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so that's it for chapter 3.
Yep.
And then chapter 6 is the next one. Was that right?
Yeah. Normal distribution.
And that was due today too.
I extended the dates for chapters 6 and 7, so they're not due till next week.
Read a little.
Yeah.
Can I get assistance with chapter 6?
Um, yes, you can, but right now I have to tutor in 5 minutes.
No, no, I mean, sorry, this week. I'm
Oh,
going to do
definitely.
the test now, so
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, while it's fresh in your mind, get that test
yes,
done with.
yes, I'm getting that
Um,
over and done with.
what days are good for you?
That's what I was just getting ready to ask you. This week, can you do evenings?
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday evening?
Um, yes, Tuesday evening. Let me think. My daughter's got to go to a game. Of course, she doesn't have her license, so I have to drive her. Um, you know what though? I could drop her off and go to my office because it's at YSU.
You
Um,
sure?
yeah, I think. Is like 7:15 okay? Or do
Yeah,
you need, is that good?
that should be okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'll drop her off at 7 and then meet you at
Only if it's
7:15.
not inconveniencing you, because
No,
I
it
am
should be
available
fine.
Wednesday if Tuesday's not.